Hey guys, Joyfield Gamer here, and today we are doing part 2 of What If Izuku had the abilities of a Spider-Man. So pretty much where we last left off, Spider-Man, or aka Peter Parker, was looking at the code for Oscorp, which was really a fast and really good company in the My Hero Academia verse. But we're gonna have a bit of we're gonna have a flashback to how Peter Parker and MJ pretty much got teleported here. Sorry, wait. Sorry, someone called for me. So I am back. What were we talking about? Ah, yes. It was the flashback of Peter Parker, of how and both MJ and Peter Parker got to My Hero Academia. So, pretty much the way they got here is of course. Sorry, I'm gonna give you a bit of a backstory. You already know about this is gonna be by the time this is like PS4 Peter Parker. Pretty much the new Spider-Man game is being made right now, but with both Miles Morales and Peter Parker together in the same game. So pretty much this is I don't know. I'm just guessing here, but pretty much of course Eddie's gonna be Venom, right? So pretty much imagine that Miles and Peter, of course, both of them are going through the city trying to figure out what's happening, what's going on, and what's Osborn's plan on doing things. So pretty much you already know about like the secret lab there, like the small little lab there, but pretty much I'm gonna get pretty much this is also an idea that I got from, of course, the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse movie, So, pretty much, it's gonna be the same. Pretty much, the whole movie is gonna be kind of the same, but not completely. Like no other Spider-Man, or Spider-Woman are gonna be taken in from their own realities by Peter or Miles. You know what I mean, though, right? Like no other Spider-Man, like Spider-Gwen, Spider-Ham. You get the idea. So pretty much, it's gonna be the same Spider-Men, both Miles and, of course, Spidey, aka Peter. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted, but pretty much yes. I'm just giving you guys a bit of a background. So pretty much, this is like later on in the game. So pretty much, this is when Peter and Miles go separate ways. So Peter goes to Osborn's VIP room or apartment. I forgot what they were called, but pretty much he goes there to find any clues that he can find. Spider-Man remembers the hidden door that MJ talked about, or pretty much from like Spider-Man 1. So pretty much that. So pretty much he went and pretty much put in the code for Harry's birthday. And pretty much it opened. Of course, the code will stay the same. And pretty much Peter goes in the room and just sees all the experiments. He sees everything there. He looks at the table saying, so this is how MJ found this. Found Devil's Breath. Cool. And pretty much he keeps looking around saying, so what are you hiding, Osborn? So instantly, there was the chamber where Harry was kept. Pretty much, it was opened, and it's empty, which was odd for Peter. And of course, he looks to and it looks like there's a name there, and he pretty much looks at it, and it's pretty much like a monitoring system saying like the health, like the condition, the heart rate, and the all the medical things, like etc. And pretty much like Peter was shocked because he only thought Venom was like one thing, was someone else, but he wasn't expecting this. Peter shocked that he sees his friend with that his friend was in the tank. But he doesn't know Harry's Venom yet, so don't worry. So pretty much Peter, just shocked, sees that it's he's been in the lab the whole time. He never went anywhere. He knew that he was sick, but being in a comatose state, can't talk. So pretty much in a comatose status. I don't know if I said it right, but sorry. But yeah. But pretty much, he just checked it, the vitals, everything. It said that he was like stable because of something they called venom, or a symbiote. They didn't know He didn't know it was a venom, so yeah. Still, he doesn't know it's venom, but pretty much something called symbiote, VM. That's what I'm just for short, okay? VM, which Peter is confused. And pretty much he still looks around and sees these little bombs. And he just says, why does Harry have these bombs? That's odd. Sorry, not Harry, Norman. Thank you. I corrected myself, sorry. I meant to say Norman, not Harry. Pretty much Norman, he's Spider-Man confused. And then instantly, something appears on the table. And he sees it, it's like, what the? And it's like, it's pretty much I forgot what it was called, but pretty much like, something that, like, Kingpin, like like in the Spider-Verse movie, pretty much the same thing that it has, but instead of going, like, through elevator, it's like, yes, you still go through elevator, but a secret elevator. But it's not in the hotel, of course. It's at, like, some other, like, industry. It's kind of like, like, how do I say it? Pretty much secret elevator in another compartment in, like, one of the industries that Norman has, like a scientific industry, something like that. I don't remember what it's called, but pretty much, yeah. And of course, Peter sees this and pretty much tells MJ that he thinks he's found a clue. And pretty much tells her this, like, area and, like, etc., which was weirdly just like scientific industry, let's say, random science industry that Norman is part of a show, like, partially owns, like, not completely owns it, but there's, like, a part of it that he does. You know what I mean, though, right? I'm not good at explanation or financial stuff, so please understand this. Like, if I trigger any of you guys, I'm very sorry. But yes, let's continue. I digress. Oh wait, sorry, something happened. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to get something. So pretty much, where were we? Pretty much, Peter was told by MJ on where it is, and pretty much tells Miles on where there's, like, pretty much the science area that he got on something that they're making. It doesn't have too much details on it, but it's something that, it says something that brings back his wife or something. I don't know. It's something very confusing, which pretty much, of course, Miles says, is it like a machine that brings back the dead or something? Like, what? With, of course, Peter saying, I don't know. I really don't know, but this invention is something that isn't good. With, of course, let's say they go to the area and where it is, and pretty much try to find the compartment. It wasn't specific on where it is, but it did say there was, like, a secret elevator. Of course, let's skip ahead onto where they find it. Of course, MJ says that she's going with them. With, of course, Peter saying, no, MJ, look, I am okay with you telling me everything, but I don't know what will happen if you go. With MJ saying, I'm not leaving. With Peter saying, MJ, you really shouldn't. Instantly, spider senses. Like, And, of course, Peter jumps tackles MJ away. Pushes MJ away from the attack, with Peter barely reacting fast enough to dodge the attack of something what looks like a stretchy arm, like something stretchy, like gooey, which pretty much, of course, Miles is like, what? Is this Venom? Is this an attack from Venom or something? Does he have a new ability or something? Because I never saw this. With instantly Venom pulling back his punch, instantly walks in saying, "Hello, Spider-Man." If you can't hear my voice, I'm sorry. It's just I'm trying to be a bit more quiet because my family, or yes, pretty much my family is sleeping. So I hope you guys understand, and yeah. So pretty much we continue back with, of course, Venom saying, "Well, hello, Spider-Man. It's nice to meet you again. How is your wound?" With, of course, Peter saying, "Well, never better. I feel like you fixed my back. Oh, you know, if you weren't such a villain, if you weren't like a bad guy, you would actually be a good masseuse." With Venom saying, "Thanks for the compliment." And of course, let's say, and pretty much, Peter fights Venom. With, of course, let's just say, by the way, let's say that they know that his weakness is kind of like sound. With, of course, but pretty much they only saw him like cover his ears. It's not like something too violent, like, you know, like the symbiote like getting off of the host, like jumping away from the host. No. It wasn't that bad. It was like mostly like just him saying, shut it off. It's getting annoying. You know what I mean? So pretty much, yeah, that. With then pretty much Spider-Man saying, "Here you go." And of course he was able to make some equipment for like making some, not as like bad of a noise, but just like making it annoying. You know what I mean? So pretty much that's what Peter does, and Peter tells Miles to go to the elevator and stop whatever's happening. With Miles saying, "No, I'm not leaving you." With Peter saying, "Very honorable, right? Miles, there might be something worse, even bigger and worse down there. So you gotta stop it while I'm distracting him." With, of course, Miles was gonna go, but he got caught by pretty much Venom. You know, with Miles being thrown out the door into the front yard. With Peter saying, "Miles." With, of course, instantly Peter going towards Venom and attacking him. With Venom of course, let's just say Venom throws Peter onto another building. And of course, Peter was like, that's gonna hurt in the morning. And of course, Peter slowly gets up, and also in a bit of pain because, you know, being thrown to another building, also flew through one, pretty much, and a pretty good throw. So pretty much, Venom goes towards Peter, and pretty much, but of course, Venom doesn't know Spider-Man's identity, so barely no one does. So yeah. So pretty much, Venom is going to Spider-Man, and pretty much both Spider-Man and him keep fighting and fighting. With, of course, I mean, by the way, they don't know that lightning is one of the weaknesses for the symbiote. They don't know that yet. So pretty much, Miles goes after to help Peter, and he does. So pretty much, he was able to do an electric, like like Venom Blast or Venom Punch, Venom Strike, whatever you call it. So pretty much, Miles was able to do a Venom Strike towards Venom, of course, and pretty much this is like when they were finishing the fight, and of course, when of course Miles threw the hit like that had electricity on it, something happened to Venom. It's like he was like the symbiote. Of course, the symbiote was acting really violent. and pretty much like how do I say? You know how I mean though, like how it reacts and stuff like that. Pretty much like that. With pretty much instantly, the Venom was walking away from them, not letting them look who he is, like look at his face, see who he is and stuff like that. With instantly Peter saying, "Venom. So, you have another weakness, huh?" With Venom saying, "Well, that's cheating, Spider-Man." With, of course, Peter shocked and feeling like chills down his spine. And he's just thinking, no, it can't be. Instantly, the only words that came out of his mouth saying, "Harry?" And let's say that MJ's like MJ's a little, like the walkie-talkie, or like in pretty much the phone to like call Peter, saying that she's able to find like controls for the elevator and stuff like that, and also to like control the secret elevator. Sorry, but pretty much let's just say that, yeah. So pretty much, of course, Spider-Man does say, "Okay, we'll be there in a bit. This is gonna take a while." With instantly, of course, we go back to the time is happening. And when Peter says Harry's name, Harry turns around with, of course, no one is able to see his expression, but but pretty much under the mask, it's like Peter is pale white. It's like he's seen a ghost. He doesn't know how to feel. He's like, "Harry? Is that really you?" Harry saying, "Yeah, how do you know me?" And yeah, my name is Harry Osborn, the one and only. And you are getting in the way. Sorry I had to do this to you, Spider, but you leave me no choice. Of course, Venom suit reconstructs itself and pretty much put back together, with pretty much Spider-Man still in shock, not able to register this, with Miles pretty much trying to tell Peter or Spider-Man to get your head in the game. With pretty much Peter it's the only thing that he can hear is like a muffled voice from Miles, and just his ears are ringing. He just gets all the memories of him, Harry, MJ. He's in shock. He doesn't know what to do. He was fighting his best friend all this time, and without knowing it, he was hurting his best friend. With pretty much instantly Miles being punched back out of the window, out of the building. With pretty much Peter saying, "Harry, stop. This isn't the way." With Harry saying, "What do you know? You're just some stranger that just gives advice to whoever it is, huh?" Pretty much, of course, Harry goes and attacks Peter. And pretty much Peter just dodges and like counterattacks. Of course, he tries to stop his not use his like really strong punches and stuff like that. He kind of like it's not like, I know he holds back more, since knowing that he holds back more of his strength, knowing that he's fighting his best friend. You know what I mean? With pretty much Venom saying, "Huh, so you're pulling back your punches. Why?" With Spider-Man saying, "I'm sorry, Harry, but I can't fight you." With Harry saying, just being angry, saying, "Why? Huh? You think you're better than me? Well, you got something coming, pal. Or Spider, you're nothing but a menace to the society. And once my father finishes his work and brings back my mother, we can be a happy family again. Everything can go back to normal. But first, you You're an obstacle. So please, just leave. With Spider-Man saying, sorry, can't do that. Have you not seen the damage that your father is doing, Harry? Do you not see the chaos he's making just by... I don't know what he's making down there. But bringing whatever it is to bring back something from the dead, I don't think he gets cut off by Venom laughing, saying... And just imagine, like, he does, like, a bit of a... Not, like, too crazy, but, like, a bit of a crazy laugh, you know what I mean? So, pretty much, Spider-Man just stands there in confusion, not knowing why Harry is laughing. So, pretty much, Harry says, bring back someone from the dead? That's something even far beyond my father. No. It's not bringing someone back from the dead. It's something like borrowing from someone, from something from somewhere else. With pretty much Peter confused by this. Of course, Harry took the chance to pretty much throw a punch towards Spider-Man. With Spider-Man, of course, Spidey senses. He dodges the punch and also just keeps trying to not fight Harry. With, of course, not working, he gets punched to another room. And let's say, because of this, the Force was able to break a mirror. And pretty much the shards of glass, of course, fall to the ground, with Spider-Man right next to the shards of glass. With instantly, Venom jumps towards him. And instantly just pretty much tries to choke him, pretty much trying to kill him, saying, the only way to get you out of our way is by killing you. So don't struggle. And don't make this any harder than it has to be. Or any more difficult than it has to be. Sorry. But pretty much, Spider-Man just seeing this, saying, if you can't listen to Spider-Man, what if you listen to... And pretty much he's having difficulty trying to take off the mask, so pretty much he does, to the point like in like the mask reaches his like forehead, with pretty much Spider-Man finishing saying, what not listen to your best friend. With instantly Harry shocked. The only thing he can do was stop and just jump back, like stop choking him and pretty much get back and just takes off like the venom, like, you know, like the face, pretty much like, Peter, that's what? How? You? Why? And pretty much instantly he looks at the, of course, the mirror, or the little shards of the mirror on the ground, and he sees the reflection. Pretty much, let's say there's like one big chunk of the, not like a big chunk, but pretty much a good chunk of the mirror on the ground, and the other half of that chunk is like shattered. Pretty much one of the half reflecting, pretty much showing Harry, and the other half is showing Venom. With pretty much Harry seeing that he's turned into a monster. And pretty much seeing his best friend being Spider-Man without knowing. Oh, sorry. And pretty much, Peter says, pretty much he sits up, taking deep breaths and just like, and pretty much Harry sees this. He's like, oh, no, no. This isn't real. No. It's like he's in denial. Can't accept that his best friend is Spider-Man and he was gonna kill his best friend. With then instantly, Peter is standing up and putting that back, pretty much taking off the whole mask, saying, Harry, it's okay, Harry. Everything's okay. Pretty much Peter slowly starts walking towards Harry. With Harry just like pretty much putting his hand on his head, like saying like it's like he's about to break, you know, like snap. He's about to snap or about through something. With Peter saying, "It's okay, Harry. Everything's fine." With Harry saying, "Everything's my fault. Why? Everything's my fault." It's like he's blaming himself, but doesn't know why. With instantly Peter saying, "It's okay. Nothing's your fault, okay? Hey, it's me. Peter, it's actually me. Don't worry. It's okay. Just calm down." With Harry calming down and pretty much Peter saying, "You want to sit and talk?" With, of course, and by the way, for MJ, she's going through the secret elevator and pretty much going to the laboratory to see how to slow down the process, and which she will eventually will succeed in that. With instantly, pretty much, Peter going with Harry and saying, "Hey, look, I know this is tough for you, but you need to try to calm down, okay? Things will make more sense if you calm yourself down." With pretty much Miles jumping in saying, "I'm here, Spider-Man, to help you." Pretty much just looking at both Venom and Peter, unmasked Spider-Man, with an unmasked Venom. Being completely confusing. What did I miss? With Peter saying, "It's fine, Miles. It's just we need to talk. So you go with MJ and I'll catch up." With pretty much both Harry and Peter are talking. With pretty much Peter saying that Harry's a bit more, like, not cheery, but like more, slightly more stable, you can say. Like, not like gonna snap instantly with whatever happens. No, it's gonna be like he's a bit stable, but not too much. You know what I mean? So it's like he's slightly calming himself down, like slowly and surely. So instantly, pretty much, Peter goes and after like talking with Harry, he goes to help Miles and MJ. With pretty much they go and they were able to go through the vents and pretty much they were able to not completely stop it, sadly. With instantly pretty much the whole machine, pretty much, you know, like the same thing as canon for like the Into the Spider-Verse movie. Pretty much the same thing that happened, but instead of stopping it, it kept consuming everything and everything and everything. Like, not it doesn't. Luckily, it didn't. Like every other person was like, let's say, pretty much were lucky enough to like stay in, like, were able to, like, how do I say this? Sorry, I'm trying to look for the word. They were like they had good footing, I believe it was called. I think it was a word, but pretty much it was like they were able to hold on to something to not get sucked into the portal. So pretty much, yes, that, and of course Norman was saying, "It's happening, it's finally working," with pretty much one of the screens saying, "Danger, danger, danger, danger," you know. And of course, the scientist was telling Norman, saying, "Sir, it's getting dangerous. I think we should shut it off before it's too late." With Norman saying, "No, let it keep going. I need to bring my wife back." And pretty much, you know, like what Kingpin did, it's kind of the same thing. But instead, and pretty much, what Norman did, he did something. With instantly, Norman seeing about both Spider-Man trying to shut down the machine. With instantly Norman seeing this, instantly he pulls out what looks like a key and pretty much presses the button. And instantly, they both Peter and Miles hear something like giant thunks, like sounds like boom, 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 like thumps, with instantly getting spider sense and saying, "Look out!" Both Peter and Miles, like, you can say duck, pretty much ducked, and they see a little hoverboard with spikes, of course. With instantly both Peter and Miles see this thing. What the? With pretty much the hoverboard is going towards Norman. With Peter saying, "What the?" With instantly there's like this these nanobites, these not nanobites, nanobots on the hoverboard, and it's making a suit on Norman. And pretty much, yes, the Green Goblin. Yes, I'm making my own Green Goblin in this What If. So please don't hate and don't judge. It's the best thing that I can think of how the, like, the best way I can think of making the Green Goblin happen. So pretty much, the Green Goblin says, "No, Spider-Man, I will not let you stop this process. I need to bring her back at all costs, no matter what." Pretty much talking with the, like, crazy Green Goblin. And yes, so pretty much Peter tells Miles to go find the switch, if there is one, or pretty much shot it off any other way. With, of course, pretty much Miles going towards where the scientists were, and pretty much MJ is trying to hang on. Well, hang on to dear life, to not try to get absorbed by the portal. And instantly, pretty much the same. Imagine the same fight as the Into the Spider-Verse, but instead of Miles is Peter Parker, So pretty much kind of the same fight. Not everything, but pretty much kind of the same fight, with mostly like explosives. It's kind of like the rain. It's kind of the. Like the ones with the knives, like the pumpkin with the knives. You know what I mean? I forgot what they were called. I'm sorry. I only know the pumpkin bombs. Those are the only ones I know. I'm very sorry. So pretty much pumpkin bombs, any other like throwable items from the Green Goblin. And of course, Peter was having a bit of difficulty because of the explosions and like the craziness of how Norman, and pretty much kind of the same interaction with the other version of what was her name? Martha? No, I forgot the name of Harry's mother and Norman's wife. I really don't remember her name. I'm very sorry if I get any of you angry. I'm very sorry, but I don't remember her name. So pretty much, it's kind of the same interaction as like to what happened in Kingpin Into the Spider-Verse. Pretty much Norman saying, "Wait, no, don't leave. Come back, wait." It's like he's chasing her. He keeps chasing her, but she keeps yelling at him, saying, "Get away, you freak! Get away! Stop! Someone help! Help!" Like, instantly, Norman's mask, like, he unmasked himself, saying, "No, it's me! Here! It's me, Norman! Please don't leave!" But it was too late. He was at the end of the cart, saying, "Don't leave! Don't go! Don't go!" It's like he keeps, like, hitting the door, with pretty much Spider-Man just walking towards him saying, "Norman, you can't bring them back." I would like that too if I could do that, but you shouldn't. It's best to let them go. Because if you just hold on to that, it's almost poisonous in a way. You can still remember them. You can still have memories of them, to just remember them by heart. It'll be difficult, yeah, but you can get through this. You still have your son, don't you? With instantly Norman just standing up saying, "You're right, Spider-Man." I can't bring her back. With Spider-Man saying, ah, good, now we can just shut this off and everything with instantly one of the pumpkin, like, I'm just gonna call it a pumpkin ring, because you know, like the batarang, pretty much kind of like that, but it's deadlier than the batarang. But pretty much, the Green Goblin threw one of those to like 4 of those, with Spider-Man of course dodging it. With pretty much Norman saying, "Since I can't bring her back, at least I can try to kill you, though." And it's like he fully went mad. Like Norman went completely insane at that moment. With Peter's like, "Look, Norman, calm down. Look, you can try to go to like some therapy or anything. Just don't do this. You're making it worse for yourself." It's like he tries to talk Norman out of this, but Norman, he's too far gone. He's too crazy. It's like those eyes. It's like Peter is seeing like flashes of Doctor Octavius. It's like he's seeing those images again of that, like the way he looks, how Doctor Octavius looked, like gave that look when he was trying to kill Norman. Insane, complete insanity. And Peter knew that at this moment it was too late to bring him back. He couldn't help Norman, but he'll try to be there for his friend Harry. With, of course, Peter kept on trying to, let's say pretty much Peter and kept fighting Norman Osborn in that train, but something was happening. He was brought back to his reality, but then instantly Miles told him over the comms, saying that it's too late. There's no other way but to destroy it, like exploding everything on the edge, because it's override, and if it keeps going, everything, the whole building would be absorbed and everyone in it, or even the whole world. With Spider-Man saying, ah, "Damn it!" Pretty much he's able to use Norman's bombs as a way to destroy the thing, but pretty much after that, MJ wasn't able to hold on anymore, and she flies towards the portal. With instantly, of course, Peter saying, "MJ!" like yelling out her name. With instantly, what looks like a black web stick onto her back and pretty much looks like pulling her. With instantly Peter saying, "What the? Harry?" With, of course, Harry saying, "Sorry, webhead. I needed to clear my mind for a bit." With pretty much Peter saying, better late than never." With, of course, Green Goblin, now Green Goblin, because he kind of went insane and stuff, you know? And they're saying, "Dad, you need to stop this." With, of course, saying, "Who's your dad?" "My name is the Green Goblin. I'm no one else but Green Goblin." Pretty much, of course, the persona took over of Norman, so yeah, insane, and pretty much just saying that he's no one else but the Green Goblin. He's someone that hated the Spider for years, which technically Norman did hate Spider-Man for years, but I digress. With pretty much Harry trying to calm down and trying to talk, like pretty much trying to see like if he can reach out for his dad, saying that he's here, he can help him get through whatever he's going through. We don't have to do this and literally destroy the whole world, or just New York, or anything. We don't have to destroy anything. We can just move on. We can just keep moving forward together. Pretty much he unmasks Venom, with, of course, Green Goblin just unmasks himself saying, "Harry, you're right. What is wrong with me?" And pretty much he just starts chuckling and then laughs like a madman. Saying, that's what you thought your father would say, right? Look at your faces. So pathetic. And of course, Goblin pretty much attacks Venom. With, of course, Venom dodging it and even grabbing some of them as a way of weaponry. And of course, instead of just like almost like the pumpkin the pumpkin, whatever they're called, but pretty much Venom has like these little pockets. It's because I'm thinking like making Venom turn into Agent Venom in this what if, like, instead of like Eddie Brock, it's gonna be Harry Osborn, you know. So pretty much, Miles says, Peter, you're gonna need to destroy each of these cores, and pretty much he sends these little images of the cores, and there's like 8 of them, with pretty much Spider-Man telling him to say, Harry, you destroyed 8 cores, okay, and I'll distract Green Goblin. With pretty much Harry saying, no, I'll fight him. You get MJ out of here. And and destroy the cores. With pretty much Peter saying, are you sure he's your own father? With Harry just looking at Peter with a look of determination. With Peter just knowing. Saying, okay. Distract him long enough so I can destroy the core so it can at least stop the process. With pretty much Harry saying, okay. And pretty much, of course, we skip ahead. We did a little time skip with pretty much ahead of time, that pretty much Peter and Venom were able to destroy the cores with a bit of help from Miles, also from destroying some of the cores, with pretty much trying to get MJ out of there. With pretty much they destroy the cores, when pretty much the plan would work, but it's in a bit of overload. So pretty much every Spider-Man and pretty much both Miles and Peter try to get everyone out of there, which they do, and also Osborn and Harry. And the whole building gets absorbed by that portal. And then instantly the portal stops. And everyone thought they were fine, but the portal turned on again. With everyone just saying, what? It shouldn't work anymore, but how? With instantly Peter just running towards that portal, even though it's working. With pretty much Miles saying, Spider-Man, no! It's too dangerous! With Peter saying, get everyone out of here! With pretty much MJ is going towards where Peter is. And of course, pretty much MJ and Peter are going towards this, and pretty much Peter sees a lever, but then he uses it, but it doesn't work. He's like, what? It's an emergency shutting down lever. Why doesn't it work? With MJ pretty much going to the other side, on the other side of the portal, saying, because there's 2 levers. With Peter saying, MJ, what are you doing here? It's dangerous. Go to safety. With MJ saying, no, we're partners, remember? With pretty much Peter saying, it's not the time. Go to safety. Everything else will be fine. With MJ being stubborn, saying, no, we're partners and we're here to help each other. With Peter saying, are you sure? Because there's a low chance of us surviving this. With, of course, MJ saying, oh, I know that very well. With them, pretty much Peter saying, shaking his hand and saying, okay, on 3, ready? And then they count to 3. And the lever works, but the the portal goes out of whack, and pretty much it does a bit of an explosion, and pretty much it was like a blinding light. Nothing there. Not even not the two portals or anything. Like everything gone. Like a meteor happened, something like that. It's only like a meteor happened. With Miles going saying, "What? No!" And it goes to where it was, but he doesn't see anything. Nothing comes up. And the only thing that happens is the spider from, like the spider suit from the back of Spider-Man. And Miles says, "No, no, 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 no!" With pretty much Harry jumping down saying, where is he? Where's MJ? With instantly Miles looking at him. And pretty much Harry seeing that it's only this part of the suit. The only thing he can say, no, 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 no. Not that too, no. No, 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 no. And it pretty much breaks down into crying. With pretty much Miles just going to him and just kind of both of them share a hug. Both saddened that Peter and MJ died, saving New York. With of course everyone also pretty much everyone hearing the news of Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man, and some other girl, Mary Jane Watson, dead, trying to save New York once again for the last time. Everyone's saddened, pretty much the same way. They all reacted the same way as in the Spider-Verse. Everyone's saddened and shown who the person behind the mask was. A man named Peter Parker. Been doing Spider-Man. This pretty much been doing the Spider-Man thing for a while. Everyone's shocked. Even the ones that feast everyone. But then they do a memorial. Not just for Spider-Man, but for MJ as well. And pretty much everyone lost a very special man. But everyone else feels sorry for one person. The one and only, the last Spider-Man, which aka known as Miles Morales. They all look to the Spider-Man. And the only thing they can show is being sorry for him. Someone who was a mentor, a father figure to him. Pretty much the city made a statue of Spider-Man. The original one, that is. And of course, with the quote, "With great power comes great responsibility." And of course, Miles Morales was the only Spider-Man in that city. With, of course, Harry Osborn trying to help the new Spider-Man, or the only Spider-Man. Miles Morales being the protector of the city. Still not feeling okay, but still, he does the patrols and everything you think of. With Harry Osborn trying to help him from time to time, being as Agent Venom. Of course, with the suit and stuff like that, like the suit from the Amazing Spider-Man, Agent Venom, With of course each year they made a kind of a day for Spider-Man, in remembering him. So pretty much everyone is saddened by they call him a legend, but his legacy still lives on. And that's the flashback. I hope you guys enjoyed this what if. And see you in part 3. Have a good day, good night, good evening, or wherever you are. Goodbye.